Hi, I'm Kee Yan Xun. Recently, wearing face masks is becoming compulsory within this day to fight against COVID-19.
The main function of face masks is to combat this pandemic is by preventing infected person from infecting the others healthy people, not prevent the healthy person from infections. This may be the misunderstanding regarding to face masks for most of the people. But anyway, all the people should wear face masks regardless you are healthy or infected because no one knows who is the virus carrier. Even the carrier can show no symptoms. Most of the single-use face masks is made from plastic, including polypropylene, polyethylene, and vinyl. And layers in face masks can improve filtration, especially they're made of polypropylene that has a fabric-like feel. Polypropylene is a thermoplastic polymer that produced through chain growth of polymerization from monomer propylene. It is used as pre-filter that provide high particle retention, high dirt holding capacity that can be designed for filtration of organic solvent too. Then, when a filter that made up of two layers of polypropylene, the mask efficiency can double up to 70%. Filtration is the magic behind how face masks work to fight against the COVID-19. But the mechanism exactly for face mask may be seen a bit complicated that will make you kepala pening. So we will look at the similar example that are more simple and clear. The filter material propylene can create the convoluted pathway that make your air inhale or exhale need to pass through it. And along with the pathway, the particle and droplet are being carried. Big particles can be blocked physically in normal way from passing through. Even those particles cannot be seen with naked eyes. However, in our case, our target particle is small and dangerous. That is a virus. They cannot follow the convoluted pathway through the filter material. So this will lead to them being captured by the filter material. This is because those pathways are twists and turns. So virus cannot navigate and bend. So they end up crashing and captured in filter material. And this barrier created by mask can limit the amount of virus the wearer is exposed to.
See how soap helps us to fight COVID-19. Ministry of Health always stresses us to wash our hands every time after we go out or touch something that we shouldn't touch, and before we start to eat, and use soap. Not only Malaysians that stress on hand washing. According to the US Center for Disease Control, hand washing is like a do-it-yourself vaccine. So don't forget to use soap. By washing our hand, we can reduce bacterial presence by 82%. So what is soap? Soap is a cleansing and emulsifying agent. Soap is also a substance that dissolves in water. Soap can remove dirt from human skin, textiles, and others. In soap, there is oil. Soap also contains bases such as potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide. Fatty acid or hydrophobic is a thing that cannot be mixed into water, such as oil, where the hydrophobic tails of the free-floating soap molecules attempts to evade water, and in the process they will wedge themselves into the lipid envelopes of certain microbes and viruses, prying them apart. There's also hydrophilic. hydrophilic, is water soluble. It can be mixed into water. The example of hydrophilic is sugar. Hydrophilic is able to remove the dirt away from the skin. So the question is, how does soap really fight against COVID-19? Before, soaps are usually used for personal hygiene, such as washing our hands or even for showering. But physicians also use soap as a tool for treating diseases. When we wash our hands, we can decrease the risk of infection. But we must use soap, not only wash our hands with water. Soap can dissolve most types of microorganisms to make it easier to wash our hands. Microorganisms such as bacteria, viruses, and dirt are surrounded by soap molecules. The chemical bonds will be break, and it will allow the bacteria and viruses off the skin. Nature of soap loosen the bacteria and viruses of your hands so that they can be washed away more easily. When we rinse our hands, all the microorganisms that have been damaged, trapped, and killed by soap molecule are washed away.
To fight COVID-19, we use Pfizer vaccine. It is one of the vaccines that we use to fight COVID-19 virus. So first we have to know what is a vaccine. Vaccine is a medical treatment that uses weakened or inactive part of a particular organism or antigen that trigger an immune system response with the body. Vaccine will prompt our immune system to respond much as it would have on its first reaction to actual pathogen, which is COVID-19 virus. This Pfizer biotech COVID-19 vaccine contains of mRNA, different kind of lipids, potassium chloride, monobasic potassium phosphate, sodium chloride, dibasic sodium phosphate dihydrate, and sucrase. The vaccine uses messenger RNA or mRNA, a genetic material that our cells read to make protein. The mRNA molecule is fragile and will be chopped to pieces by our natural enzyme when they were injected directly into the body. Okay, now let's see how these vaccine particles react in our body. After entering our body, this particle will react with our cell and produce mRNA. Inside the cell, this mRNA will be translated to produce spike protein. After the cell dies, an antigen-presenting cell, which is an immune cell, will detect this spike protein and digesting it so that a helper T cell can detect this fragment. Other immune cell called B cell may bump into the coronavirus spike on the surface of vaccinated cell or free-floating spike protein fragments. This B cell will be activated by helper T cell, and they both will be producing antibodies that will target the spike protein. This antibody will mark the virus for destruction and prevent infection by blocking the spike from attaching to the other cell. The antigen-preventing cell can also activate another type of immune cell called a killer T cell to seek out and destroy any coronavirus-infected cell that display the spike protein fragment on their surface. The Pfizer biotech vaccine requires 2 injections to prime the immune system well enough to fight off the coronavirus.